Welcome back. This is Pass or Fail with Gail. This is where we take a real life situation and the Odd Squad grades them with a pass or fail. And just remember, I'll be tweeting with you at Gail Casper fans. Okay, Odd Squad, are you ready to go? This is from Dolores in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm about to celebrate my 40th birthday. I dread it. I mentioned I was feeling old to someone who I thought was a friend, and she told me to get work done. I work hard to take care of myself. I never feel like I'm enough with this person, so I opted not to invite her to the party. She is infuriated. I don't know that I care. So what do we do? Is this a pass or fail?
Pass, absolutely. Good job. She set a limit. She rid a toxic person from her life. Pass.
Sydney.
I'm going to say fail. You need friends like this in your life constantly to raise your self-esteem. And you need somebody like this in your life so when you do get your stuff together, you can say, look at me now. So fail. She needs to be in your life.
Disagree. I will pass her on the non-invite. Like, why would you want this miserable woman in your life at your party involved with you at all? I don't know.
And I'm going to concur. I'm going to pass. I think that she needs to get rid of this person. As a matter of fact, if this person doesn't feel good about themselves, maybe she needs to say, you need to get work done.
Right.
Maybe switch it around. All right, let's take a look at the next one. We've got Susan from Media, Pennsylvania. I was dating a guy, but nothing really official. Then my friend Claire stole him. So they were going out until I told the guy that Claire was cheating on him. He broke up with her. Hillary, what would you do?
I say fail. I mean, I know this goes back, I keep saying dignified, but I say fail. I say just, it would have been better to stay away from both of them. Just remove yourself.
Okay. Sydney.
Yeah, I say pass because she proved that nobody can beat her in a game of escalation, that she's the only one playing. So, yeah, do that. Ruin other people's lives while you're at it.
I'm going to fail her. She said it wasn't official, so it wasn't. There's no stealing if it's not official. Like, what is she complaining about?
And I'm going to have to say fail. I think fail both of them, both her and this boyfriend. First of all, guys don't listen to women. So I don't even understand that. I mean, if you hear that she's a cheater, he might be just thinking, hey, you know what, I'll sleep with her and then I'll break up with her. But just the fact that she did it, that's not the way to do it. So let's take a look at the next one. Felissa from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm between jobs and this friend repeatedly talks about their success. Much more fit than she is, so every time she talks about having trouble losing weight, I talk about all the guys who check me out. You see, now, I'm going to start this off because I pass her. And you want to know why I pass her? I pass her because she probably told this friend several times, it really bothers me. It makes me feel terrible when you talk about your job and how great things are going. I don't feel so good about it, so I feel like this was a passive-aggressive kind of an effort to try to bring her down to reality about how she feels. So that's my thoughts on it. Hillary,
I agree. I think it's kind of pass and fail. It's another one of those toxic people where it's like you've got to ask yourself, why am I still hanging out with this girl? But I agree that it got to a point where she became passive aggressive, and I'm guilty of doing that at times. I get it. You hit your limit.
I'm going to say fail, just because she has a terrible life and she's unemployable doesn't mean that her friend can't talk about the good things she has going on in her life. Like, would it be inappropriate? Hillary and I are obviously frenemies now. And would it be inappropriate for me to come in here talking about how great it is that I can reach high things? And you can't, like, is that wrong of me?
Yeah, but we can give Hillary like a stool or one of those, ladder things.
Right.
And exactly. So, Felissa, get a stool and get your life together.
Tim.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of fail her too. I think this doesn't seem like a friendship or even get a dog or something. If all you want to do is just like incessantly do passive aggressive brags about your accomplishments, at least.
Isn't this though the challenge that we deal with? The fact that there are people out there that you're trying to coexist with. And you're trying to be heard in some way. Okay, I'm going to buzz myself. I'm getting too serious. But all right, let's move on. Joe, King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. I have a friend who wants to meet out. They're always late. At first, I tried showing up late myself, but I was still early. So now I network when I get there first and finish my conversations before we hang out. He seems annoyed, but to me, my time is valuable. Hillary, what do you think?
You know, again, oh God, I'm sorry. I say pass and fail. You know, we all have friends that are chronically late, and even if we try to set limits, and I think if the friend is a genuinely good friend, and this is their flaw, I think you work around it. And if you don't feel like waiting around, or you don't want to, you know, then don't schedule to hang out with them. But if they're good friends and that's it, I'd let it go. I don't think it's a big deal.
Okay, well, it didn't sound like it was a big deal, right? He like just started networking
Right,
on his own,
right.
so it wasn't such a big deal. Sydney.
Yeah, I don't know if it's pass or fail for me, but what I do know is that Joe should shut the hell up. Like, is that pass or fail? Is that, you guys know?
You're failing him.
I'm
yeah,
failing
you're
him?
failing
Yeah,
him.
come on, Joe, stop crying.
That's negative.
Yeah,
Tim,
we have
Tim.
smartphones.
I'm failing Joe too. It's like, what guy wants to hang out with this guy? Like, my time isn't being valued. Like, that's,
Well, he didn't say he
not a-
said anything. He just said he's making the most of his time.
Right.
He didn't
Yeah.
do
He's
anything
being
wrong.
very But it
is
You're trying to
selfish.
call him like he's too
I have,
girly.
I have the
and you're-
perfect solution for Joe. My name is Sydney Gant. You can play me at Words with Friends anytime you're
Right,
All
ready.
right,
right.
for your friend.
shut up. Shut up. I'm passing them. We're going to go ahead and go to break. We'll be right back in just a minute. Welcome back. Okay, guys, I need to ask you a question now. Frenemies, are you going to keep them? Are you getting rid of them? Sydney, tell me, what do you think?
I'm gonna keep my frenemies. They're efficient. They give me somebody to love and hate in the same person, and I like human emotions. So.
Tim.
I think we've learned that frenemies are kind of just people that you can't either like leave or take. They're just people that are like around. So all you can do is just like, you know, mess with them as much as possible, I think.
All right, well, let's summarize. Keep them around, but selectively. Always watch your back. And if you ask for an opinion, be ready to do the opposite. Next week, textonomics, mishaps, miscommunication, and how to manage it when technology has taken over the world. LOL, LMAO, WTF. For all your thoughts and tips on tonight's show, go to rawrealitywithgailcasper.com. Thank you to our sponsor, GetMainLobster.com. Yeah, the Odd Squad, our entire team here at WMCN, and all of you for joining us. We'll see you next Wednesday night at midnight. Have a great week, everybody.